Hello everyone, I am Ryan3127, and today I am back to play some more EU4. So today is the day 3 of our Castile playthrough. This is on normal difficulty Iron Man mode, which means that I cannot save and reload. Every decision I make is permanent, and because of that, you're going to see me take a couple of seconds to actually think through some of my decisions before I make them. I don't play fast like other people. I much prefer to take a step back and actually think about my decisions before I make them. Our last stream was 2 days ago, I believe, and during that stream I got a little bit sidetracked and I started explaining about the UI, and I started explaining about the game in general. I'm going to finish up explaining about that today, and then I'm actually going to unpause and we're going to start playing the game. So yes, we talked about this, we talked about the estates, we talked about subjects, military, religion. I believe we talked about all this stuff. Talked about, I said I'd come back to this stuff later. Missions are self-explanatory. Ideas we'll talk about when we get to this. Okay, tech. Tech pretty much means every time you take tech, it gives you some type of bonus. These bonuses make you more money, they increase your trade power, or they increase your military combat ability. Institutions are the game's way of balancing everyone's tech out, right? As time goes on, after an institution spawns, if you haven't embraced the institution, then you get increasing tech cost penalties, meaning that eventually you'll have to embrace the institution before you can progress further in your tech tree. Institutions spawn in a province on the world map, and then they spread from there. As you can see, the Renaissance spawned here, and it is slowly spreading throughout the rest of the world. Embracing an institution requires you to have a certain amount of your provinces already. The institution already has to be present in a certain amount of your country, and then you have to pay a hefty sum of gold in order to embrace the institution. Trade, every nation on its own exports goods. You send traders to make money off those exported goods. You always want to send your traders to where you have the most trade power. So in Servilla, we control the node. We have about half of the trade power in Servilla. So having my merchant collect trade from there is making us almost 6 ducats a month. And I am making 6.04 ducats a month from trade per month. So this is the economy tab. We've already talked about it. War taxes. When you're at war, you get more money. This costs monarch points though. Before I go any further, I'm going to discuss monarch points. I already have, but I'm going to refresh. Monarch points are how the country does things, right? The more monarch points you have, the better. Monarch points are used for everything. Government types. Accepted cultures. If you accept a culture, it means that you don't have as much unrest in the provinces that follow that culture. You can convert cultures, but that costs diplo points. I've already talked about modifiers. Don't worry about absolutism until the Third Age. I'll talk about it then. I've already talked about diplomacy. I've already talked about professionalism. I've talked about subjects. Let's look at the specific interactions. Alliances are pretty simple. They mean you form an alliance, and if they get attacked, you have a choice to aid them. And if you're declaring war on another country, you have a choice to call them into your war. They may not accept, they may accept. Either way, it's the most prevalent way to increase your military power Um, Coalitions, you don't have to worry about forming them. You mostly have to worry about defending against them. So whenever you take a province in a war, which I will talk about more later, you gain aggressive expansion. If you gain too much aggressive expansion, the nations of the world will collectively decide, or nations close to you, will collectively decide that you are too much of a threat to be allowed to keep that territory. And they will declare war, they will form a coalition and they will declare war against you. Now, coalitions are almost always large coalitions of multiple nations that almost always outnumber you. But if you're a good enough player and you get a little bit lucky, you can actually defeat coalition forces and gain a lot of money out of defeating them. Offer condottieri pretty much means you rent your army out to gain a little bit of money. Enforcing peace, if two people are at war, you can enforce peace, and you can force a white peace between the country that is attacking and the country that is defending. It's a way to stop major wars. Already talked about officer vassalization. Proclaiming guarantees pretty much means that you pretty much tell the country that if they are attacked, you will defend them. And you can either honor or dishonor that guarantee, just like with an alliance. Sending a warning, sending a warning to a country pretty much means you tell them that if they attack one of their neighbors, you will defend their neighbor. Threaten war means that you can demand that a province be ceded to you, and if they don't do it, you go to war. Improve relation and send an insult is self-explanatory. Royal marriages means a marriage between either your king and queen or a member of the royal family from both countries, and it's a way to get personal unions, which I've talked about, and it's a way to just expand your power. It also helps you get another heir if your current heir dies. Spy network is self-explanatory. You build the spy network, then you use the spy network to gain advantages in war. Economy actions, most of these are very self-explanatory. This is all self-explanatory. Great powers. Great powers are countries whose development meets a certain threshold, right? So, the top 8 countries in the world, development-wise, are the ones who have access to these great power actions. They can take on foreign debt, which makes smaller countries really, really like you. They can influence a nation, which again makes smaller countries really, really like you for a small percentage of their income. They can intervene in wars, and they can force someone to break their alliance. All of these are good ways to manipulate situations to your advantage. Let's start going through what you see up here. So, first, the treasury. Self-explanatory. This is how much money you have. You use money to recruit soldiers, to build ships, and to build buildings, and to bribe your other countries. Manpower. This is how many soldiers you have in your army ready to reinforce the units you have on the map. Sailors, it's the same but for ships. These are how many sailors you have in reserve, so that if a sailor dies on one of your ships, one of these sailors from the pool will go and reinforce them. Stability is how stable your country is in general. The higher this is, the better. It gives a ton of good bonuses, which you can read there. Corruption, I've already talked about. Prestige is how well our country is viewed in the world. The higher this is, the better these buffs are, but if it's negative, the lower these, you start getting debuffs, and it makes things harder to do. Legitimacy is the exact same. The higher this is, the better these buffs are. The lower this... I don't think legitimacy can go negative, but if you start losing legitimacy, there are issues. power projection is interesting. There are a lot of ways to increase power projection, and power projection you always want to have, because as you can see, with 25 or more power projection, you get +1 liters without upkeep, which means you can maintain more generals and admirals. But if you have more than 50% power projection, you get +1 in each of the monarch points, which is a huge boost. So if you look down, you can see some of the ways you can actually gain more power projection. You can have rivals. You can take their provinces. You can insult or humiliate them. You can support rebels in their lands, and you can embargo them. But if you look up, you can also see that I'm sending privateers against France, Burgundy, and England in the English Channel trade node, which is giving me a ton of power projection. Not only that, I'm embargoing all 3 of them. I've had them as my rivals for a while, and I'm a great power. All of that combined means that I'm doing okay on power projection. At some point soon, I'm going to declare war on them, and I am going to increase that power projection. And I am, in fact, going to insult the French. Or, I can't. I've insulted everyone recently. Well, I was going to insult the French, or one of my other rivals, but I'll just have to settle for annexing part of their country. Oh, woe is me. Already talked about these. These, you can just see your monarch points. Disputed succession, when a country doesn't have an heir, it shows up here, because then you can, sometimes you can force a royal marriage, and then you can get your dynasty on the throne. It's good stuff. I've already talked about rebels. Rebels will rise up, and they'll try to enforce their demands. You have to bop them and destroy them in order to keep your country stable. So, finally, after an hour last stream and 12 minutes on this stream, we will finally unpause. So, as Castile right now, I've annexed Granada, and I have I took the event to convert all 4 of these to my province, to Catholicism. I'm making them my cores, which will reduce my overextension, give me a little bit more power there. So the next mission, the next conquest mission, is to annex this northern part of Morocco. Now, in order to do this, I would have to in order to complete the mission, I believe I would have to own every single province in this area, one of which is owned by Portugal. Further, Morocco is currently embroiled in a ton of rebellion. So, I'm not going to go for that right now. Instead, I am going to... Who am I going to declare war against? Wow, these guys are doing a lot better than they usually do. Oh, I'm allied with Britain. Do I have any... I guess I could go for a humiliate war. No, I can't. They're way too powerful. What about... Well, let's unpause. I'm just gonna have these guys drill for a bit. We're going to build up a spy network. Morocco is probably gonna be my next... Oh, yeah, one of our spies has been discovered. We're allied with Austria as well. So I guess we're gonna spy on Aragon for now. We're gonna spy on Aragon. Start building up the spy network there. We have one of our diplomats is improving relations with the Pope. Hopefully will become the Curia controller. Morocco's made a claim. We're kind of in a holding pattern right now. yeah, we're kind of in a holding pattern because... Wait, why? Oh, they're... Are they leaving, though? So the cores have finished. Overextension's done. We are going to state this, and we are going to full core it. What that does is it just helps with unrest and stuff. Naval Doctrine. So, at this time, selecting Naval Doctrine is really good. It gives a number of different bonuses depending on which one you choose. Treasure Fleet Income, chance to capture enemy ships, Ship Trade Power, Galley Combat Ability, or Naval Maintenance Modifier. This one right here, Grand Armada, is unique. I believe it's only for Castile, Portugal, and Aragon, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. However, we are not going to be getting any treasure fleets for a number of years, and we can change this later. So for now, I'm actually going to get the Ship Trade Power. Merchant Naval Doctrine. This will increase the effectiveness of our privateers, and it'll just be pretty good. It's expensive, but I believe it's worth it. So we're going to have these guys drilling to get professionalism up so that our army performs better. Hopefully, by the time we go to war again, our army will be sufficiently powerful to destroy anything that gets in our way. Do we have... No, we don't. I was looking for a prestige... I'll take the inflation, get 50 admin points. I'm looking for... I'm thinking about hiring this level 2 prestige advisor. Even though our economy isn't the greatest, I really want to get this this prestige positive again, so that I can disinherit this heir. A 044 is a good heir. Well, not good, but it's not the worst heir you can get. But I would much rather have a better heir. So what we're going to do in order to facilitate that is I want to try to find... Oh, they have 11,000 soldiers. This will be fun. Can I... Yeah, I'll build the spy network here. Remove the spy network from Aragon. Go stack up on their border, please. Unmothball this. Bring these guys back. So, I guess we're going to war against Morocco. And they're... Oh, they have 2,000 soldiers specifically, and these guys have a couple of thousand each. Okay, so... What? No, I told you to go there. You've both got okay leaders. Neither of you... What? Oh, 3 shock pips. Great. I don't want to call him in as co-belligerent, and I'll just go. Oh, you kidding me? Oh, I have to ask for military access here. Oh, no diplomats? Oh, and... So, the reason I'm a little bit upset is that these guys had mothballed their fort, which meant I could have taken it for free, but they got the garrison. They didn't get the whole garrison. Will I take it? I don't know. I can't remember how... No, I didn't take it. So, what happens, if you're quick and lucky, you can declare war on an enemy, and when you declare war, they'll almost always unmothball all their forts. But if you get in before the monthly tick, you can take the fort without having to actually siege it down. And it's an amazing tactic that the AI doesn't really do, but that players can take a lot of advantage of. What are they doing? Oh. Okay. That's what they're doing. They're fighting their war. Wow, okay. As the state and its bureaucracy grow, there is an ever-growing need of people to oversee and administrate various lands and functions. The nobility have traditionally been more associated with military service to the state, but have increasingly made it clear that they still expect to be the first in line when government offices are being handed out. The burghers, on the other hand, claim that the nobility considers such appointments as mere rewards, and will use them only to enrich themselves. Instead, the burghers argue we should appoint men out of individual merit. The unexpected death of a trusted secretary has left a vacant position to be filled as the center of this conflict, with the burghers supporting one candidate and the nobility expecting us to pick another. While both candidates are talented men, this has to be a political decision. This decision allows us to pretty much pick who we piss off and who we placate. Burghers have the least amount of influence, so this plus 15% influence increase won't be as disastrous as if I had given it to the nobility. And the global trade power is nice. I don't need an extra Diplo relation. I may be at the cap, but I don't need another one. I don't need the monthly autonomy change. I don't have any autonomy, or at the very least, it's going down so quickly that I shouldn't have to worry about it. So let's go with the middle option. I did win this siege much quicker than I would have. So what we're going to do here is we're going to split these guys up, or we're not. Oh, because this is still happening. I lost no ships, and I captured a heavy ship. That's very nice. I like that. That's good. So we're going to split these two up, and we're going to have them occupy this whole northern part. So we took military attack, military tactics plus 0.25, land morale increased by 0.50. That's always good. Ah! Ah! Oh, this is bad. We now have a 2-2-2 Queen Consort Regent, and Juan von Habsburg is going to be the ruler of Spain when he comes of age in 10 years. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts. And I lost a stability because the king died. That hurts, but whew. Okay. That hurts. So that's so bad. Cuz now the king is dead, and I'm going to I no longer have the I apologize. I'm just a little bit oof. Wait. Why am I doing... So let's trap this guy quick. Oh, I couldn't pop him. It's just a little bit too fast. Should probably be careful about that, though. Can I? Yes, I can send you here. Oh. I'll take an extra cardinal. That's nice. Oh. One. That was just 4 consecutive. Oh, okay. That makes a little bit of sense. So these guys have no morale, and they're not repairing in time. So every single time I force them into a naval battle, I'm destroying or capturing multiple ships. So there goes the Moroccan Navy. That was nice. These guys, let's bop them, because they're not as quick as the other ones. And that was a stack wipe, which means I destroyed every single one of their soldiers for barely any cost. So, now we're just going to do what's called carpet sieging, and we are going to occupy a large amount of their territory so that we can get very, very good, a good peace deal. So I'm going to send the Navy home, because I have, what's the 9,000 soldiers? So send you guys there. So, what? They released why? Oh, okay. So suddenly we have another 12,000 ships to contend with. And another fort. Don't forget the next fort. So let's leave this guy at home. Actually, what's our naval force limit? Oh, we're over the force limit, so if something drops, it's fine. This stuff here, so let's consolidate regiments. This guy and these two. They're gonna just carpet siege. So let's see. We have the better admiral. We have an extra. Well, we have a similar admiral. Actually, no, they may have the better admiral. We have the same amount of transports. We have more galleys. We have more. They have more heavy ships. That ain't good. Yep. That's it. They now have naval supremacy because they, because they released. Yeah. So there's a new trade. Good. Merino wool. Yes, the Iberian wedding! Let us bind their dynasty to ours. Make Aragon a junior partner. Instantly. Power! Ha 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 ha! Yes! Power! So, with our newfound power, we lost one of our advisors. Let's give a missionary strength guy. So I'm going to wait to grab this until after this war, because I want to wait till after this war to grab that. Government reform, curtail noble privileges, just to get the nobility influence down a bit. Queen Consort Regent. Yeah, I know we have rebels. Actually, I'm gonna bop those rebels. So, let's see. Can I peace out for what I want now? Yes, I can. And the coalition won't even... Yeah, so I'll just do that. And I suddenly have a huge foothold in Northern Africa. Root out corruption. So, like I said last time, the next goal is going to be taking Portugal. So what I'm going to do is, once I hit that button and turn in the mission, I will be given a casus belli to go and destroy Portugal. Or not destroy, but to put Portugal under my personal union. And this would be very, very nice. Yeah, so putting these guys under a personal union would mean that suddenly I am... And they've lost all their allies, by the way. Portugal has no allies except for me. Oh, but I'm their ally, which means I have to dissolve this alliance. Damn it. 5 years. That's up a little bit before, so they may get... It's possible Portugal will grab a alliance with England before I get a chance to declare war on them again. It's going to be an interesting war. So I'm going to recruit a new admiral. He's not as good as the last one, but he's an admiral. Yeah, let's privateer in the English Channel. Or is protecting trade better? No, in this case it's not. Privateer in the English Channel, get me a ton. Yep. And there's my +3 monarch points. Truce is going to expire eventually, but I don't have to worry about that for a while. Disputed succession. 2 main diplomatic relations. Doesn't matter. It costs me a diplomatic point each month, but it will have to be... I'll worry about that later. Uprisings are here. These guys will handle them. I'm going to set this guy to drill. Can't get land access there. Don't want the alliance with Portugal. Could choose... I don't want to choose break. Oh... And I have to break the royal ties. I have to break the royal ties. And so I'm going to boost the stability again because... that ain't good. I'm going to wait until the truce is up before I go for... before I turn the mission in, right? Because there's no bonus to turning in this mission right now. And I don't know if the claim will expire before the truce will. Look, this province up here, it is mostly tax. More tax instead of production, right? Tax, production, total. Plus 10% tax is nice. So, I could write... What I'm going to do is I'm going to start improving relations with the Navarra. Because once I get it up to 190, opinion of me, I can annex him and I can solve this problem. I'm going to stop building this spy network because we're done this war. These guys are my subjects. Oh, great. That's not good. And we're going to put you back on drill. Independence from Morocco. Worrying, but not going to worry about it too much right now. So, we're still on admin focus. We're going to stop this army drilling, and then we're going to hit these 2 buttons in a minute. Oh, missionaries. So, as soon as these cores are done, we should be able to... Oh, no, we're not going to be able to. We're not going to be able to. We're just barely not going to be able to convert them. Huh. Marketplaces. I want to build a marketplace right now in Sevilla. Because that will greatly increase the amount of money we gain from trade. These guys are all ready. We're going to summon the diet. Which makes everyone happy. Okay, what's the proposal of the nobility? Algiers. This is Algiers. No. Algiers. The clergy and the burghers missions I don't really like. I don't want to spend monarch points right now, especially not admin points, because I'm behind on tech. I'm behind on tech and everything. I don't want... And yes, I know that if I took this, I would have to spend admin points to core. At least one province in the Algiers area is owned by Castile. But 50 admin power for, let's, a 45 dev province. I'll go for it. And they don't exactly have a lot of power. Oh, but they're allied with... They're allied with the Ottomans. Oh, please tell me I can get... Nope, of course I can't, because relative worth of alliances. Okay. They are allied with the Ottomans. So, we are not going to be completing this mission. This mission is going to sit for 22 years not being completed, because I didn't look to see if these guys are allied with the Ottomans, which I should have. Oh, and of course you attack this group. Oh, whatever. These rebels are dealt with. At least this state is now... I might as well spend the points, even though I don't really want to. And since I can't actually convert them... Give me the yearly prestige. Even though it will hurt my economy, I need as much prestige as possible right now. Especially since my legitimacy is going down so quickly. What's my government reform progress right now? 28? I'll do that. I don't like it, but getting these guys happy again also means less unrest, better manpower recovery speed, which I will need for when we go against Portugal. So, my plan today is 1 hour of EU4, and then, if my voice hasn't killed me, another hour of another game. I'm going to choose to lose the prestige. Another hour of another game. I don't know which game yet. I'm still thinking about it. It may be Skyrim. It may be, something. I have no idea yet. But... wow, so Morocco's getting some independence wars, so Morocco's just kind of imploding at this point, which is good-ish for me. So, Rebel Uprising, Morocco Independence, send these guys down there. This truce is up very, very soon. Truce is up December 1460, yes. So, these guys are fully repaired. What about these guys? 95%, okay. So we're gonna hit this, we'll recover Portugal. What's their tech level and what's their military power? Militarily, oh wow, 0 manpower. And they're fighting a war down here. So I will be able to just bop these 15,000 soldiers. They have 17,000, 1,000 is missing. 22 ships is a little bit scary. They have more ships than I do. But Aragon also has ships. Though those galleys won't be great in the open seas, but it's a thing. Bop the Moroccan separatists. Okay, so with luck, Portugal won't... Crossing my fingers, hopefully... Oh, that's good. That's actually really good. So both England and Burgundy are at war now. So Portugal won't go to either of them to get protection from me, which is very, very good. This ends in December, so I'm gonna bring these guys. I have to make a decision, right? Here's what we're gonna do. This 19,000, they're going to sit here and then they're going to take this fort. They're going to take this fort, and I'm going to hopefully stop Portugal from getting back to their homeland. While this guy, is this fort? Yeah, both these forts are activated and paid for. So this guy's going to siege down this fort. Oh, there's 8,000 soldiers there. Well, I'll bop them. I don't want the nobility to gain any more land. I kind of like stability, so I'll take the stability. In just a moment, the truce will be up, and these guys are going to go right for Evora, and these guys are going to go right for this. And hopefully, we will be able to completely dominate Portugal. We're actually going to bring these 9 ships back into port. Ibiza. I don't have to worry about these guys. Worst comes to worst, the Aragonese will deal with them. Truce to Portugal is ended. Let us declare military access. Cancel the military access. An alliance with Sus. Huh. Okay. Defensive war. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Restoration of Union. Forming personal union, and go. Sadly, I cannot go and immediately destroy those 15,000 soldiers, even though I really, really want to. So let's just kind of peek out and see what the Portuguese Navy consists of. I'm seeing more than half of them. Okay, 3-7. No. No! I may be in trouble here. I'm not in trouble. Good. So, I'm going to sit this guy there. Or, I'm actually going to destroy this fleet, hopefully. I don't need rebels right now. Can you, like, not? Capture 2 ships, great. Oh, I should probably... So, engage these guys. Hopefully things go really well. No one lost any ships. However, they were forced to retreat, and they are now sitting in Lisboa with nothing. Which is all I needed to happen. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to combine these up. We're going to split them in half. And these 9 something... Oh. Yeah, we're not going to let those 9,000 soldiers survive. Just as the Aragonese aren't going to let those 8,000 soldiers survive. So we've just sent them running, which is very good. And the Aragonese are going to do the same up there. This is the event I was worried about. I was hoping this event wouldn't fire. I wasn't sure if this event was guaranteed to fire. And it seems like, apparently, it looks like it is. I have to deal with these guys, and I'm going to deal with them right now. So, yeah. Crap. And I don't want to piss off Aragon right now because I just don't. That's siege is 1. Go there. Actually, can you... Yeah, you can go to Lisboa. Go to Lisboa. Send you 9... So Portugal pieced out. We're not at war with these guys, so we're just at war with Portugal and Sus. Good. That I can deal with. As long as I keep bopping Portugal, I should be okay. Right? Because they have no manpower. So that means they're running, most likely running on mercs. And every single time I bop them, they're losing any little bit of money they had, which is really, really good. I'm going to have to occupy pretty much every fort they have in order to actually get a restoration of union. Okay, let's try to bop these 10 ships. Veneration of the Virgin Mary. I am going to play this and stay Catholic. You can change religions, but I'm going to stay Catholic in this playthrough. And I am just going to invest into becoming the Curia controller, even though I probably should have saved that influence. Oh, I'm improving relations with the Navarra so that I can annex them. I'll do that as soon as I'm out of this war. Although I probably shouldn't, because that will give me a debuff. We'll figure it out later. These guys, go bop that, please. If it moves, tax it. More noble rebels. Well, they can deal with themselves. I don't care right now. Ah, this is that fleet. This is the actual fighting fleet. Well, they're going to be destroyed. Yep, they're going to be destroyed. That siege is done, and the enemy ships are somewhat sunk. Where are they? They're probably retreating right to here. So my heavy ships are severely damaged. And the Regency is over! Yay! We need an heir. Are you kidding me? I didn't need this. I really didn't need this. This means that our subjects are going to really want to, they're really going to want to revolt and break away from us. So, it's going to be harder for us to keep control of Portugal, because they already are not going to like us after we force this union upon them. But now things are going to be even harder. Yay! Let's go aid them. Oh. Well, let's go fight them. Please sink them. Why aren't you sinking them? Why aren't you sinking them? Please sink them. Oh, that's not good. Oh, four of their ships though went down, so that's good. They're gonna retreat to here. Hopefully, we'll finish the siege up soon enough to remove them as a threat. And we're actually ahead of time on a single tech, on a single tech category. Though I wish we were ahead of time in admin, but we're not. So we're gonna go bop these rebels for Aragon so that Aragon doesn't take a stab hit. We'll let Aragon actually deal with the fort itself because I don't want to siege down their fort. I am going to go over here, though, and bop these guys. Can I separate peace out sus? I can. I can get a little bit of money. It's a pittance, but it means I can do this. Taking money from Portugal is a good thing because at least it'll let me put them into debt, hopefully, and then I can pay off their debt to make them very happy with me. And I think I have to own this for the mission, though. Will this give me? No, it won't. They broke. I still am not happy that they broke this button. Anyway. Annex that. Formed a union with Portugal. See, as you can see, because they don't like me, if my monarch, this 16-year-old kid, dies, the union will end. And I don't want that. So, the very first thing I have to do is I have to enable support loyalists. This brings their liberty desire down a bit. And then I need to make them happy with me. And that's going to be a long-term project. Oh, great. Amazing. 0.5 corruption. Truly amazing. A great time for that to happen. But until this negative 200 is positive, yeah, it'll be an issue. This event. I usually take the admin points. Yeah, I'll take the admin points again. Let's hope they actually give them to us. Yay, 25 admin points. So, we are going to drill and... Where's our second stack? There. If it moves, tax it. Oh, this comes if after you inherit. Okay. Claims in Aragon. Wow. Annex Naples. Yeah, no. Not gonna happen for a while. Although I can turn in this one, which gives... I really like the manpower recovery speed. We're getting a little bit low on that. I am sadly going to have to slow down the wars a little bit until my manpower gets up to a better position. They're besieging that. Send these guys home, and when they get here, send this guy and the leader out to... Now we're going to protect trade, because now I want to get naval tradition up a bit. We can hit this button. What's my next goal? My next goal is probably going to be taking stuff from Naples, especially since they're so small. I take stuff from Naples, I take stuff from the Pope, and then I win the game. Okay, how's to do? Well, at least we have a You know, that is not the worst air. 326, so 11 pips. He's decent enough that I will not disinherit him. He's decent enough that I will not disinherit him. That's all I can say. I won't disinherit him. Am I super over the top happy about him? No. Will I disinherit him at any point if I believe that I can get a better better heir before this king dies? Yes. But at this point, I do not believe so, and I would rather not play with fire right now. I'd rather not play with fire right now. Oh, even after so much papal influence invested, I still didn't get this. Ugh. Sevilla's probably the... A little bit more money and I could probably grab this, but I don't really want this in the end. How do I... I'm getting a lot... So, the reason I'm keeping this guy here is to just bump up the amount of papal influence I get. Give me the papal influence. I don't need the prestige. The clergy being happy is good. I will do this, even though it will hurt my relations with both my subjects. But it's better to do this, I think. Just to make sure. Union continues, union ends. So I have to get this guy loyal. Every year I'm getting plus 12 opinion. It'll take a few years, but that isn't counting the improved relations, which is almost maxed out. Send a gift. Take the prestige. Don't need to be at anyone's debt. They're at... and I can disable support loyalists to gain more of their income. I could pay off their debt. But no. No, I don't want to pay off their debt because it won't give me opinion. So most of this stuff will burn off pretty quickly. Navarra's been integrated, and that's pissed them off even more, right? Apparently not. That's nice. Let's check both of these quick. Good there, good on that front. Good, good. That's nice. No, actually do continue drilling. Who has a strong liberty desire? Portugal, so I'll re-enable support loyalists. Great. Navarra, though, has been annexed, which means I am no longer losing a diplo point each month. And, I'm doing okay. Now, let's think about what's next. Great powers, France, Austria, Ming, Castile, Ottomans. Haha. Take that, Ottomans. And Austria is going completely insane, conquering new lands. This is not something you see often, but it is something that is a little bit more common since the Emperor patch. So, I don't know what Paradox did, but suddenly now Austria likes to take Walchachia and part of Bosnia. So, yeah. This means Austria and the Ottomans are going to clash a lot more than usual. Also, the Ottomans are not on their game. They haven't taken Kandar or Karaman. The Byzantine Empire, Byzantium still survives, which does not say good things about the Ottomans. They did take Corfu, and they did take Arda and Catalonia, and they annexed Albania, but usually the let's just say the Ottomans don't seem to be playing as well as they could be. Though maybe I'm expecting a little bit too much of a AI player on normal difficulty. But we are losing money, but we have enough money in the bank that I'm not really worrying about it as I go. I say as I go to spend some of that money in the bank. We have enough money in the bank that I'm not really worried about losing a couple of ducats. And I'm going to hit this button. Now that I have 43%, I am going to hit the monthly admin power. It gives 10% land to the clergy, but it gives me an extra monarch point, which is all I care about. I want monarch points, and I want them now. So I could try to boost the Renaissance. The easiest way to do that is dev pushing a province. But I'm so far behind on tech that I can't even try. And first idea group I have to take is going to be exploration if I want to do colonial nations. So very soon I'm going to have to switch to diplotech. Let's look at the religious map mode for a second. Yeah. It would be worth it. Almost 2%. I will take this for a little bit. Just for a bit. Because I want to get these cores, or these conversions done. I would much rather have these... No. Please don't die. That would be very, very bad. Unless Juan von Habsburg dies before that, please don't die. Give me the tax modifier debuff instead of... Okay, kid. You may be 20 now, but you're still a kid. You can't die until you've made nice with Portugal and they're no longer going to try to break off the Royal Union. Okay. That is an order. I'll lose the 10 prestige. We're so close to getting admin group 5, which will unlock national ideas, which would be very, very nice. So, 640 gold to embrace, but as more provinces accept the Reformation, that will quickly decrease. Though it will take some time for that to actually happen. How are we doing on professionalism? It's going up slowly but surely. Once I get 10% professionalism... Oh, there it is. National ideas. I'm going to be taking exploration ideas first because I want to straight up rush down exploration and get to the new worlds. This, however, this first thing will allow me to recruit an explorer and good things will be good. Recruit new general just to... It's a 4-2-2. Not bad. Not bad at all. I'm so happy I got both unions. I really am. And... they don't really like me right now. I'm going to just improve relations here as well. I'm not going to be going to war anytime soon. Just because I don't have the military power to go against any heavy hitters. Yeah, that's fine, especially since I'm looking to convert some of these provinces. And the papal influence never hurts. Why is this going up? Do I have a gold mine? Reliance on gold mines. So, let's look at trade goods. Where's the golds? Oh, there's the golds. I could dev push this a bit, but I'm not going to. Even though it would be really, really nice. I'm not going to. Naples! What? Naples! So let's just keep these guys happy for a while. Hopefully that will be good enough to keep us. So first thing I always take is war taxes cost, because I like having more money. And free money is even better. I could go to war with Morocco again. These guys have become independent. Do I have a mission? I don't. I don't have to go any further. It could be worth it to just leave it be. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think at this point that I am going to completely leave wars in Europe and North Africa, and I'm going to pivot and focus on colonialism. Luxury Golden Era. And as you can see, now that we have positive relations with Portugal, my personal union with Castile will continue upon my monarch's death. So, let's hope that doesn't happen for a while, but if worst comes to worst, if the worst comes to pass, we will not be destroyed. Now, I'm waiting to see if there's a chance for me to jump on this country without the Ottomans getting involved. Because if there is, I'll take it. I don't care if my enemies are spying on me right now. There's nothing they can really do yet. Spies don't really become better for a while. And of course, I'm still way behind on all technology groups. Is it at least these guys? Who is it that is destroying me with tech? Oh, it's the French. Of course it's the French. Why wouldn't it be the French? A little bit of money and... yeah, I'll take the prestige. More prestige! Okay, nobility. So, what else should I be doing right now? Waiting for that to be done. Granadan separatists. So, we can wait, and we will wait the monthly tick to get the morale back up. As soon as that's done. You won. Yay. 25 is good enough. Okay. Diet Summoned has expired, which means they're now all a little bit less influential, which is always good. My army tradition's pretty bad right now. I could build a couple more forts to increase it, but I already have 6. I don't remember what the sweet spot was for that. The Austrian ruler has died. Now the question is, do I stay allied with Austria? Okay. They've got the union over Hungary. They're rivaled with the Ottomans, France, and Burgundy. They've got the first reform done. it's time to abandon Italy, so they're not even going to try to keep Italy in the HRE. Ottomans seem to be focusing over here, but once this stuff is done, they are going to be fighting Austria. I don't want to be part of that war. I'm going to dissolve the alliance with Austria, and I'm going to free up the slot for someone else to get diplo relations with someone else. Now, I am also going to bring these 7 ships back. I'm going to split off 3 of them. And let's see if we can go and find the New World. Well, as soon as I have the diplomatic points for a conquistador, or an explorer. Which I believe is 50? Yep, of course. We can only have 3 leaders without... we'll have to pay a military point every single month, but... that'll have to be okay. But I can send an insult. And I can... What else? I'm embargoing all 3 of them. It rejected food. I will, instead of protecting trade, you're going to privateer in the English Channel. Go have fun. We must always attack. And take this. We are now ahead of time on military tech, which is an amazing thing. We have the Diplo points now. Explorer. That's a very good explorer. You're going to go to the North Atlantic coast region. And so you're going to go discover the New World. Have fun. And you're already back. Great. Explore the North Atlantic Sea, please. Yeah. I don't need to know that. You're going to come back here. And let's see the... Yeah, it don't have to worry about that for now. Just let them drill for a while. I thought state firearm regiments requires 20% professionalism. Okay. So this maneuver these 2 maneuver pips are really good because it means that they'll be taking, I believe they'll be quicker and take less attrition, which means they have a better chance of getting through the whole exploration without losing ships. Explore the Caribbean Sea. And very, very soon we'll have our first colonist, which will be very, very nice. Missionary strength plus 1%. You know, that's actually really good. And I can get another missionary and even more missionary strength once I get up to 500 gold. And that's actually pretty nice too. It's a little bit of gold, but a lot less unrest is always good. Don't have to worry about that. Don't have to worry about that. Oh, the advisor has died. Ooh, give me this guy. I can't pass that up. The army tradition's really valuable. Yeah, so the maneuver guy, they're not taking any attrition for some reason. I think it's because of the maneuver guy, but either way, happy. Very, very happy. It's been an hour and 14 minutes. I'm going to... Maybe I'll keep going for a little bit longer. I'll keep... Actually, no. I do have to leave. I do have some stuff to do. I'm gonna wait to do this until I can grab this, because Council of the Indies is actually really good. But that is all for the stream today. I know I said I was going to do another hour of a different game, but that is not going to be today, or it just won't be right now. Maybe a little bit later today, though. I hope you all have a nice day. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can leave them in the YouTube comment section. If you pop over to YouTube, the link, I believe, is in the panels underneath the stream. I will hopefully be able to stream tomorrow. Hopefully. But, have a nice day, everyone. Bye.